our project name is Medibooking system. It's made for patients and patients and doctors. Patients can use this system to make an appointment with a doctor. By select a doctor and a date time, they can also leave a note to the doctor to view. Also, doctor can use this system to check all the appointments that are related to them. This is our front page, home page. At the top of this page, there's navigation bar. On the left is our logo and name. You can just click this logo or name to jump to the front page. On the right side is for navigation. For now, because we are not signed up, we're not logged in, so it's a sign up and a logged in model. Okay, and now we can sign up a new account for our patient. Okay, after we sign up successfully, the system will log in automatically. And we can just click the avatar or the username to jump to the user center page. Okay, this is our user center page. There are 3 sections: personal information, account information, and manage bookings. Also, we don't have any appointment, so the manage booking is empty. Okay, I'll go back to the. Okay, on front page there are 2 buttons. You can click booking now and view all. The booking now, you jump to the booking page. You can make appointment at this page. And view all will jump to the doctor page. And here we can see all the doctors in our database. At top of this page, there's a search bar. We can search doctor. That's like by type his name. Also, there are 2 filters. We can also look for the doctor with a specialization or language. And for now, we can just select any of these doctors. And here, this is a doctor information page. It shows all the information, including description, language, specialization, connection of this doctor. On the right side, there are similar doctors, similar with the doctor we selected. We can just look for any of them. Also, there's the booking button, which jumps to the booking page. And the doctor is selected. And now we can make a real appointment at this page. Okay, we can just click more doctors if we want to switch another doctor. So the first one. Booking. Okay. When we select date, we can only select dates for the future, not past. And there are several times you cannot select it. They are not able because the other patient has selected them. We can choose another time. Also leave a note to the doctor. And booking. After we booked an appointment, appointment will jump to the user center and shows all the appointment the patient has booked. In this page, we can just check the details of this appointment. It shows the doctor's name, time, the patient's name and time at the appointment's time. Also, we can just click the doctor to jump to the doctor information page. And here we can also just cancel this appointment if we want to reschedule. And it shows canceled. Okay, as the other two sessions, personal information, for example, we can update any of these informations that we put in from the sign up page. Click save, it's already saved in our database. Also, in account information session, we can reset our password. We collect the current password. We input our current password. Or then we can give a new password. Submitting. Okay. Can just log out and re-log in to check this. Okay. In our system, there are two roles, patients and doctors. For now, it's all about patients. We can switch another account, a doctor account, to see the difference.
Wait a second. I just received the email.
Yeah. After we have booked the appointment, the system will send the patient an email to show the information about the appointment, time, the doctor name.
Yep.
Okay, we can just check the user center of the doctor. It's a little different. There are more information like languages, specialization. We can also update them. Give English, the instance care. Or see, we can just check the doctor for the differences. Now it's English. We just updated. Also, we can check the manage booking session. That's all the appointments that are booked for this doctor. We can search appointment by typing a patient's name. Or we can sort the list. We can sort the list by time or by name. Okay. And this is our front end of our project. Li Xiang will represent the other parts of our project. Thank you.
Thank you, Shiji. Next, I will introduce the backend part of our project. Firstly, here is our tech stack. We use the Spring Boot as our framework, Spring Security and JW Token for authentication and authorization, PostgreSQL for database, MapStruct for mapping between entities and DTOs, Flyway for initial data preparation, and RabbitMQ for communication between microservices. We deployed our project on AWS ECS service for both front end and back end. Our project used microservice architecture With microservices, our code is broken into independent services that run as separate process. Output from one service is used as an input to another in an orchestration of independent communicating services. In our case, Authentication Service for authenticating user credentials, Booking Service for managing appointment booking, and Email Service for sending confirmation email. In Authentication Service, we enable the users to create an account, change password, authenticate their login credentials, and verify the user authorities using the JWT token. For email service, its main responsibility is to listen to a RabbitMQ message queue. Once it receives a message from the queue, it will send the email to the user. For booking services, it deals with the request regarding appointment, patient, doctor, language, and specialization. For appointment, front-end user can create or cancel an appointment, get all the appointments given the doctor's name or date or both. Once the appointment booking is completed, the appointment details will be sent as a message to a RabbitMQ for the email service to retrieve. For patient, the front-end user can create a patient, get all the details of a patient by his or her ID, get all the patients, and change the patient's personal details. Doctor part is the same as the patient's. The front-end user can also get all the languages and specializations stored in the database. Next is our database structure. For authentication service, we have authorities table and accounts table, and the relationship between them is many-to-many. For booking service, we have 5 entities and 7 tables. For both patients and doctors, we have recorded their age, gender, first name, last name, and account ID. The relationship between patients and appointment table is one-to-many, and the relationship is the same between appointments and doctors. However, the relationship between doctor table and the language table is many-to-many. We use Postman to test our RESTful API during the development. We can test the get authority features by just click the send button. We get the authority by providing a JW token. And we can get all the doctors. And we get all patients by the patient's ID. All the appointments of that patient. These are just 3 examples. Last but not least, this graph shows how we deploy the microservices on the AWS. Each of the 3 microservices have its own GitHub repository. Every time we merged our code to the master branch, the code build will build a Docker image and push the Docker image to ECR service. And then the code pipeline service will update the task definition and deploy the new container to the EC2 instance. We did not hard code our database credentials into our code. Instead, we use the parameter store to dynamically inject the DB credentials to the Java application. In order to increase the availability of our service, application load balancer was used on each service to distribute the incoming application traffic across multiple targets. In our cases, EC2 instance. In addition to our 3 microservices, the RabbitMQ was deployed on another EC2 instance as well. Once the booking service receives an appointment booking request from the front-end user, it will send the appointment details to the message queue called the appointment email. And the message will be collected by the email service automatically. Here is our microservice on AWS. And that's all for our backend service. Thank you for watching.